Hey guys, the original Math Ninja here, and today we're talking about the closure property. Okay, so let's talk about the closure property and what it means exactly. So the first question is asking, is a set of whole numbers closed under addition? Okay, so what the closure property means is that for example, if a set of whole numbers closed under addition, that means addition. So that means if I have a whole number and I add another whole number, that should, if it is closed, it should result in a whole number. So a whole number plus a whole number, does it always result in a whole number? Well, let's check some examples. 1 plus 1. 1 is a whole number, plus 1, another whole number. That's going to give me 2, another whole number. Let's try another example. 5, a whole number, plus 5, another whole number. Or let's even do 6, another whole number. That's going to give me 11, another whole number. Okay? And we really can't find any examples of where a whole number plus a whole number is going to give us anything but another whole number. So we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition. So let's write that down. Whole numbers are closed under addition. Let's move on to the next question. Is the set of whole numbers closed under subtraction? Well, does a whole number subtracted by a whole number subtracted by a whole number always gonna give us another whole number? That's the question. Well, let's see some examples. If we do 10 minus 2, that's a whole number 10 minus a whole number 2, that's going to give us a whole number of 8. But let's say we do 2, the whole number, minus the whole number 10. That's going to actually give us negative 8. Now, I should be thinking, is negative 8 a whole number? No, negative 8 is not a whole number. That's actually an integer, because integers are positive and negative whole numbers. So a whole number minus a whole number is not closed under subtraction. So we're going to write that down. A whole number is not closed under subtraction. Okay, so a whole number is not going to be closed under subtraction, because we can see a whole number minus a whole number can sometimes give us a non-whole number. So that can sometimes give us actually an integer. That's not going to be what we want. So is a set of whole numbers closed under multiplication? So does a whole number multiplied by a whole number always give me another whole number? That's the question. Well, 2 multiplied by 2 is going to give me 4. Whole number times a whole number is giving me 4. How about 3 multiplied by 5? Whole number times a whole number is giving me 15. If we multiply any whole number by another whole number, we're absolutely going to get another whole number. So we can say that whole numbers are closed under multiplication. Okay, so whole numbers are going to be closed under multiplication. So we should understand the closure property as it relates to whole numbers a little bit better. Now, let's think about the closure property as it relates to integers. So, is a set of integers closed under subtraction? So, we're asking ourselves, does an integer minus a integer always give us another integer? Well, let's do some examples. 4 minus, let's subtract negative 4. That's going to give me, that's right, it's going to give me 8. Let's do 5 minus 10. That's going to give me negative 5. Well, from these examples, and if I try any other example, I'm going to find that an integer subtracted by an integer is going to give me another integer. So we can say that integers are closed under subtraction. Now, let's think about the next problem here. Is a set of integers closed under division? Well, let's see. That means that an integer divided by another integer is going to always give us an integer. Let's see if that's going to be true. Let's do 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2 is actually going to give us, that's right, 0 and 5/10. So we can see already that an integer divided by an integer can actually give us a decimal, which is not going to be another integer. So we can say that integers are not closed under division. Okay, so integers are not closed under division. And that's because the quotient of two integers is not always going to be another integer. Okay? Alright, so that's what we have. I hope you guys understand the closure property much better. I hope the closure property makes a lot more sense. And I will see you guys on the next video.